kutoka tumboni mwa mama. Ananipenda, anakupenda, anatupenda sote. Yesu ni wetu. Nani anapenda watoto? Nani anapenda watoto? Ni Yesu, ni Yesu. Alikufa kwa msalaba kuondoa makosa. Yesu anapenda watoto. Wacheni watoto wadogo waje kwangu, msiwazuie, hata Mungu ni wao. Yesu ni upendo, Yesu, Yesu, Yesu. Yesu ni upendo, Yesu, Yesu, Yesu. Yesu ni upendo, Yesu, Yesu, Yesu. Yesu ni upendo. Yesu ni Baba, Yesu ni mwamba, Yesu mwalimu, Yesu upendo. Alikufa msalabani niokoke. Yesu, 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 Yesu upendo. Yesu, Yesu, Yesu ni upendo, Yesu, Yesu, Yesu. Yesu ni upendo, Yesu, Yesu, Yesu. Yesu ni upendo. Yesu ni Baba, Yesu ni mwamba, Yesu mwalimu, Yesu upendo. Alikufa msalabani niokoke. Yesu, 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 Yesu upendo. Ananipenda, anakupenda, anatupenda sote. Yesu ni wetu wote. Yes, yes, Yesu ni upendo, yes, yes, yes. Yesu ni upendo, yes, yes, yes. Yesu ni upendo. Love the one that he gave his only son, whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. Yesu ni upendo, yes, yes, yes. Yesu ni upendo, yes, yes, yes. Yesu ni upendo, yes, yes, yes. Yesu ni upendo.
Well, a good morning to you. Karibu tena kwenye Sunday Best. It's good to have you. Thank you for making time to be with us. Of course, beautiful music by our choir from Nguluni, and I hope that that is a great blessing to you. It's such a blessing how, you know, people of all ages, right from Bwana Gitao, you know, all the way to the small ones doing amapiano, just coming together and, you know, and praising God. That's a beautiful thing.
It is. I wasn't actually expecting to actually see like such a team. The first time I actually saw such a team was in Tanzania, Neema Gospel Choir, where they have like even those little children with like uniform and singing. So it's good to see that we have such kind of choirs in Kenya where we are passing the baton from like watu wenye walianzia up to the young children, so that the thing continues, the ministry continues from generation to generation.
That's right.
It's a good thing, and I'm also excited now that we are talking about hope. And you know, just the grace to persevere in situations that come our way. And interestingly, today we have a lovely lady with us today. She's Mama Blessing. She's going to introduce herself to us, and also tell us a little bit more about herself and her lovely baby. Yes.
Karibu Mama Blessing.
Asante sana. Yes. Mama Precious Blessing is here. Yeye ni CP champion. She's our third born.
Wacha tuanzie hapo kwa CP. Si wengi wanaelewa.
CP
High school CP ilikuwa tunaita cold power. What is CP?
CP in full is cerebral palsy.
Cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
All
it's
right.
a condition, it's a health condition that comes sometimes through negligence when the child is just about to be born, or maybe during pregnancy. Maybe something can happen. Maybe a man can fall, a woman could be taking alcohol that will go and affect the baby. That's why actually women that are expectant are advised not to take alcohol. And also they are advised to take care of themselves, so as you don't fall or any form of accident. Because anything can interfere with the baby and a condition can arise.
And majorly it's the brain, right? When the brain is affected.
Yeah, exactly. It's a brain damage condition that is irreversible. Once it's there, it can only take the hand of God to get back to normal or to be healed.
All right.
Yeah.
So how did it happen for your daughter?
Okay. Now, Precious, at the moment, she has just turned 8 years.
Wow.
She's living with cerebral palsy from the moment she was born. Okay, for her case, it's not that I really took good care of the pregnancy with my husband and the support of the family. I thank God for them. But now what happened, so as she could get this condition, just before I went into labor, I was induced because already the pregnancy was full in term, so she was supposed to be born. So I went into labor as from 10 in the morning until 2. But around that time, at the the contractions were progressing, labor just towards the birth of the baby, now Precious, who happened to be our third born. It happened that unfortunately I was in a hospital, but the doctors that who were attending me with Precious were not careful, such that walituachilia. You know, walituachilia kabisa. So mtoto akaharibika. This condition came in, akachoka, she got tired. So she didn't cry. So by the time that, around this time, I was telling them, like I could cry to them, ask for help. Because Precious is our third born. So for a woman who has gotten a first baby, a second, so by that time, or as from the first time, you are aware of how the contraction happens. Like usually there's that moment of a break. Like it comes for a period of sometimes, then inakuachilia, unapumzika kidogo, then inakuja. But for Precious, it was non-stop. It was... you know, that pain.
It was continuous.
Very continuous, yeah. So I could ask them for help, like, I thank God I was with my husband. We could cry for them, like, kindly check on me, maybe something bad is happening. But they were like, wait, mama, goja.
How many hours did it take, the entire process?
Oh, before they attended me. Okay, it started the labor. I went into labor from 10 up to there.
That's 10 p.m.?
No, in the morning. Yeah, in the morning. Yeah. But let's say, the problem that was there, the biggest negligence that was there is that Precious was big. By birth, she was 4.2 kgs.
Oh my.
Yeah, I was feeling well.
I
thank God, but also I noted, you see these mboga za kienyeji, kina terere, managu.
Zilisaidia sana.
Yeah, kabisa. They are good. In case of mtu upata watoto wenye wako underweight, try those ones, they work.
That's good advice.
They do.
Charity, leo ni my advice. Get ready.
That one really helps. But now, after now Precious, everything happened and kila kitu kikaenda vibaya. I came to be, someone told me, a doctor actually told me, just before I went into labor, nilienda hii picha inaitwa scan, ila kuonyesha everything is okay. But then ikaonyesha Precious was okay, amniotic fluid was okay, like everything was okay. We were good to go. But now, since I'm short, mtoto wa from 4 kgs, ako supposed kuachwa to deliver normally. You're supposed to be taken to CS immediately. That is, shida yote ilianzia hapo. Kama ungenipeleka CS immediately, Precious atungekuwa hapa tukiongea hii story leo. But we thank God because everything happens for a reason. Yeah, we didn't know,
so
but we thank God.
So this was just negligence.
Yeah, pure negligence.
And because of the continuous contractions, so the baby was under stress.
Yeah, totally.
And that damaged the brain, part of the brain.
Yeah.
So when the baby eventually came out, what was that like for you?
It wasn't easy because you remember nyuma kidogo nimekwambia we were crying to them with my husband, like requesting them literally wanipeleke CS to help us sasa because Precious alifika mahali akakwama to a point of I could feel her but alikuwa stuck. Yeah, actually sometimes back ni venye ameheal alikuwa na line hapa hivi, like she was trying to come out na hawezi toka because she's big, so she got stuck. And at this point tuko tumeachana ile umbilical cord, so like you know mtoto kizaliwa kuna hiyo time yenye cord ina discharge kutoka kwa mzazi.
It's supposed to be detached.
So she's supposed to, the baby is supposed to be born so that it can breathe by its own.
Yes.
Right.
But sasa pressures, it happened like that, but amestaki kwa tumbo. So it happened that hana oxygen. Yeah, the baby akachoka, and then the distance, the pain also, the injuries of pushing, and she's not coming out. So finally wakanipeleka an emergency CS. At that point, I was forced to sign for myself that I was going for the CS. So I did it. Kufika theater, it was bad because I could feel pressures huko chini. Baby was trying to come out. So kuna hii bed ya theater, anybody mwenye ashaikuwa hapo, I was supposed to sit ndio nidungwe. There's usually that injection. That is another story I'm telling you. But now I could request them, I could ask them, sasa mnaniambiaje nikete au fuchi nasikia mtoto anatoka. So mimi nilikuwa nawaambia waniweke ile ya full hata kama nitalala kabisa, but at least to see mtoto asipate damages mingi. But then they were like, apana, I think at that point, actually I came to think about it the other day tukiongea na my husband. So we were like pale point of, let's save the mother, wacha mtoto aende. Yeah, so that's why ilikuwa wananiambia tu you keti, time inaenda, so like nidungwe haraka mtoto atolewe because it was bad. So finally mtoto akatolewa very fast. So what they do, ECS yenye bado as in unakuwa nini half.
What is it called? Nusu. You can respond
you can
and see.
Usikie uchungu.
Usikie uchungu and
as epidural.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah. So what they did, huoneka daktari mmoja hapo anakuongelesha. This part imekuwa kitamba, as in you are not seeing the operation here. So within no minutes nika mtoto akatolewa. Venye nilionyeshwa hivi pressures. So huyu daktari mwingine tu alikuwa ananiongelesha kwa pressures, unasikiaje nini. I wasn't even responding, ile tu namwangalia. It's just to make sure that bado uko. Huyo naekangwa hapo kuangalia kwa na keep too busy. So venye pressure zilitolewa nikaonyeshwa hivi, I remember tu niliangalia side because what I saw venye alikuwa anakaa, alikuwa amefinywa kabisa hapa hivi, like her forehead was really protruded. And she wasn't even able to breathe. She was struggling. Venye niliona, I just looked aside.
That scared you.
That scared me. So nikaangalia side, then nikawaangalia nikaona there's a liquid yenye alichukua kwa mdomo, wakajaribu kumweka because already hakuwa na breathe.
Because she didn't cry.
She didn't cry. And it's like also she was in that part of she was like half going. You know the moment you lack breath.
That's it.
But with God. So house yenye nilikuwa vita ilikuwa chini, nasa ilikuwa juu. But a miracle happened. Before achukuliwe kutoka theater afikishwe nursery, akakuwa meza kubreathe. So akapelekwa we thank God for that. So akafika nursery, but hakuwekwa oxygen. But now she was there in distress, crying, damage all over. But we thank God she made it. So I saw her the following day. Nasikasa sisi nimepelekwa 9. I mean saa 9. So I saw her the following day around 9. So that night, I remember serving pressure zilipelekwa nursery. Kuna huyu daktari tulikuwa naye, nilikuwa naatendiwa na an elderly doctor, mama, and a young man. So venye pressure zilipelekwa nursery, so I knew like there was a problem. So nikauliza huyo daktari kijana, unaona venye kumeenda, nilikuwa tu nakuambia uniangalie mapema, akaniambia I did my best. So I was nikamuuliza you are best. Okay. You know, after umetoka CS unakuanga very helpless, like you can't do anything for yourself. So it was like that. So akapelekwa nursery, nikamwona the following day. So kwenda kumuona, my heart was really broken. Kumwangalia kwa nursery, other kids were active, but yeye tu alikuwa tu amekaa. And at this point she wasn't even seeing, her vision ilikuwa ishaharibika. So alikuwa tu anakaa anaangalia place moja hivi. So nikawauliza amekuaje usiku, wakaniambia she conversed at night. So hata sikuwa nimejua conversion ni nini. Conversion ni nini? Ati conversion, wewe tu enda uangalie conversion ni nini. Wenda tu angalia. So I was like, mlimpea dawa? A lot. Mlimpea dawa? Hapana, iliisha. So that was like that. So tukaka pressure saa akakaa kwa nursery for a week. So in this week already alikuwa na a lot of damages, and so akakuwa during hiyo struggle alimeza amniotic fluid, so iliingia into her lungs. So akakuwa napewa dawa. So kuna daktari mmoja tulisikizana tu, a pediatrician. He was a man, I remember, anaitwa Dr. Kimani. Up to date, he follows us. He has been a blessing, he has been good. We thank God. Actually, I'm even active on Facebook, Blessing Body, someone can check. He follows.
Later,
he follows on us, checking on pressures. So nikamuuliza what are you treating Precious? Nikaniambia mama Precious, let me put for you this. Kuna hizi nene za mask hivi unasikiliza mgonjwa kwaje. So kaniwekea nikasikiza Precious, nikasikia maji inacheza actually kwa lungs. So akaniambia this is what we are treating, and hiyo maji ikauke, so you'll be here like for a week or so, just to make sure she won't get some infections. Right. Yeah. So tukaka, within that week a lot happened in the hospital again. Like now, actually Precious survived dying in that hospital like 3 times. Yeah. Ya kwanza ni ya kuzaliwa. So wamemanage kutoka theater tumeingia nursery. Kufika nursery, I remember this day, you see alikuwa anakaa tu ina nursery, amenyamaza tu, doing nothing, hakuwa naona. So it really used to move me. I could cry a lot, and then my husband alikuwa saa home na watoto wengine, but he used to call, we used to talk even with other kids. Other kids could ask me, Mom, why are you not coming? Mind you, nikienda admission sasa ndio mtoto azaliwe, we went as a family. So even the wengine, the biggest, the elder by then alikuwa 7 years, mwingine alikuwa 5 years. Wow. So, but they knew what was happening. They were really waiting for a baby, you know. Yeah, so they were like, Mommy, why are you not coming home? Why are you not bringing our baby? And tukua to share in the scan. So they knew it's a girl. Na tukua we had chosen a name, Precious. So they were like, Mbona uleti Precious nyumbani? So it was even hard to tell them, like, we are in the hospital, this has raised, we are not coming home, like, we had promised them maybe within a day or two, you know, if it was a normal birth, 2 days or so, ningerudi nyumbani. So it was hard, but we had to cope with it. So I remember this day, I just felt like, wacha niende niangalie Precious. Okay, room yenye nilikuwa ya wa mama wametoka theater, it was just direct opposite to the newborn room. So I just felt like, let me just go. And around this time, after CS, even walking is a struggle. So nikajiskuma tu nikaenda kumwona. I just felt like, let me just go and see Precious. So I went there. Kuangalia Precious, what I used to do, nikifika hapo, I used to touch her. Just tell her, Precious, get well soon, you go home, we have a family that loves us, and they are really waiting for us. So I could just go talk to her, even though she was not responding or anything. But I used to do that, and thank God for that, because one day, so this particular day I went, I touched her like this. As I was talking to her, I noted that alikuwa baridi sana, she was frozen. Wow. So because she was in the incubator, hakuwa na breastfeed. Once the baby gets the brain damage, cerebral palsy, most of them, they are not able to breastfeed immediately. Maybe later, or some of them are affected such that they will never even breastfeed. Yeah. So hakuwa na breastfeed. So what they used to do, walikuwa namwekea IV ya dawa, and then and then another one for glucose, just for energy, because she was not breastfeeding. So what happened in that hospital, kulikuwa na like daktari moja, the rest were students. So this particular student mwenye alikuja kuattend Precious, akimweka the whatever ndio sa ndio inapeleka in the whole body. Yeah, so it happened that ilienda akakosea, so kuweka vizuri such that alikuwa ameka a bandage around, but so kuze ikuwa vizuri, it was not getting, maji ilikuwa inatoka, so kuze alikuwa ameka mkono hivi inaangukia beddings zake. So that's why Precious was so cold, kuze maji sasa ilikuwa imejaa mpaka hizo bedding penye alikuwa. I got scared. I called the doctor mwenye alikuwa. I was the doctor, what's happening? The baby is so cold. Aka get scared, so akakuja mbio kuangalia, kuguza mtoto hata kuniongelesha, akaita the rest students, wakakuja wakamtoa beddings, wakachange kila kitu. In the process waka adjust moto sasa kwa incubator, waka adjust moto mingi sana. Pressure akawekwa, acha mtoto aungue tena sasa. No. Yes, alishibant. So akatokea a lot of pimples mingi around the face.
It was too much heat.
It was too much heat around the body. So mimi nika decide I'm not going back to the room. Acha nikaitisha kiti nikakaa tu hapo. So just looking at Precious, crying, feeling desperate, like, you know, there's that moment in this life where it's only God can help you. Nobody is only God. So me, as I was there,
let's do this, Mama Precious. Let's take a break. There's something we really want to get out of this story.
Okay.
And you know, you're here, you've gotten into a place where you're wondering, where am I? What am I going to do with this? And people find themselves in such places.
Yeah.
But what does that do to you, you know, as a person?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what to do in the next part of it as we take a break.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Also, I feel like whatever we are getting also, Ndiema, is just what we go through even in hospitals. It's from one thing to another.
Yeah.
And she's been a fighter, so we're also looking forward to also get to know more about how she was able to. It's been, you can see she's all
been 8
grown
years.
now,
Yeah.
8 years, so
Yeah.
it's been a journey. So how has that journey been? And also the hope and the grace that you've had all this time to be able to take care of her. So we are taking a short break and we'll be right back.
wako